Good morning, traders. Let's do a sound test and a visual test. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, traders. Let's see. Can you guys see the SPY chart? And can you hear me, guys? Let's do a quick sound test. Awesome. All right. Okay. So we are starting. It's a Monday morning. So if we look at the SPY again trying to break out around the 443 is just keep churning of on the upside right now, and 5 years treasury, 10 years treasury, 30 years all are negative. So if they are negative, it means that SPY and the Nasdaq could turn further green. And if we look at it, Friday Nasdaq was weak because of the yields were up. Today yields are down, so it might we might see some strong movement in the Nasdaq stocks. So overall, hi friend, good morning, and looks okay right now. Market is still holding this nine moving average, curling up, so very strong on the upside momentum. Now look at the some of the stocks which are gapping up today or gapping down, and then we can discuss some of the ideas. Okay. So if we look at it, today's gap up, uh, we have a lot of good stocks are coming in. Let's start with all the Bitcoin stock first, and then we're going to talk because Bitcoin stocks uh, are are strong, rallying from last few days. So from last 2 days, I guess, and then it's going to be then a continuation, and we need to find the right place because right now they're all up 10%. So we need to look for a gap and go play. So let's look at the first one is Riot. So if we look at the Riot, we know the Bitcoin high was all the way to 82, came down, found the support on 24, and now consolidated a bit, gap up, and then gap down, and then now this is the third day of the continuation. So from 32 to 34, 33 to 35, and now it's breaking out all the channels. Now, the next resistance, what we see here on 38, and the next resistance on 40.50. And in case of in terms of a support, we see around 34.50 on the daily levels. Now, if you look at the intraday chart, on the pre-market we see, look at the how beautiful the bull flags are forming. Not a good candles, not a nice volume, but it's just forming bull flags and keep continuing. After it came to 7 o'clock, it's starting going sideways, so it's just a consolidation phase or getting a steam back before it move forward. So now clearly we have a resistance, a nice support on 36.50, and we can also say a support around 36.80, and the resistance we can say here on 37.40 or around 37.50 is resistance before the pre-market high. So now if you wanted to play any long side momentum on the stock higher budget, and if you wanted to look for any upside momentum, we need to find somewhere between this area, which is holding this 36.80, and then we can ride up to the on the upside momentum. But it's really extended this point, third day continuation, 6% up. So we need the stock to cool down a bit for us to give us a nice momentum. And if you look at the BTBT, you will you going to notice the same thing. Look at the BTBT is looks more extended than the Riot. Look at the big candles coming in, all three green, and then is up 10 to 12, then 12 to 16, and 16 to 18. So BTBT looks more extended than the riot. So let's keep this outside. And even if you look at the 5 minute chart, it is more consolidation than the riot. Riot is much more cleaner flags than BTBT. The next one is Amara. And if you look at the Mara, let's look at first daily. Mara's chart looks like more like a riot, third day continuation. And similarly, the bull flags, and then after 7 o'clock is just consolidation, a bit down. So let's find the support around 35.77. The next support we have 36.47. Resistance we have around 36.79, 37. So this is a very congested area. Let's see what it does. Can it clean it or not? And if you look at the uh, daily next resistance is on the 38, and then the $40, 38, 39.40, or around $40. So that is the way it is. So these are the two charts. What we look here. Another one is on Can is also like a like a Mara. If you look at the daily, um, is in the middle between the BTBT and the and Mara and Rye. Look at this of almost a weak continuation, touching the $10 high is 10.50. So $10 is a good mark. So but it is all Bitcoin play. It's not a regular $10 play, but it's a Bitcoin play. So it's psychological level. It's holding 10. So we'll see what it does. It holds $10, and yeah. So all similar. So we don't need to overly invested, one or two which you like to play most based on your buying power or anything. You can use it. But Mara and Ride are much better than the Ken and the BTBT, because they doesn't look that extended. Next one is Hood. Hood is still in play. If you look at it, nice bull flag, big candle consolidation. Right now it is trying to break out that level, which is around $60. And if it breaks 62, the next resistance is on. Let's mark another new line so then we know. If it breaks 60, then the next resistance is on the 63, then 66, and then 70, and then the next is 84, right? So stock came down from 85 to 68. It might gonna retest one more time before it gonna, if it's gonna even wanna come down. But look at the retest is only happened until 66, and there's a big gap here, so it might gonna retest one more time before it gonna come down. And if you look at the 5 minute chart, you will see here, um, let's look at the 15 minutes so it's better appreciate here. If you look at the 15 minutes, day one, today, yesterday, I mean on Friday, then Thursday, and then Wednesday, look at it how quickly came down. And if we go the 2 days ago, which is on the Thursday bottom is 50, then Friday bottom is 53, and today's pre-market low is 55, and yesterday close. So we might see a move up. So if it's gonna break this 58 level, 59 level, uh, stock has a potential to move up a bit. I don't know it's gonna wanna move back all the way up. And the retest all the levels, but definitely there are some levels which it can touch uh, before it come back. So 6% up, 1.3 million volume. Look interesting. Look at the how Bullflex is forming up. So interesting. Now there are two stocks which are from Friday, which we can test. So when the gap up stocks fail to move up and then completely come down, two possibilities are happen. One is the immediate reversal, exact opposite reaction. So I mean this all sold off, now is gonna bought back in the next day, or is a continuation of the downward play. So DKNG and the plug, on Friday they gapped up, but they lost all the value. They came back down. So now two things happen. One is that they're gonna go back and touch the yesterday high, and then continue the move. DKNG is right now on the upper part again, on the 53. The high of the pre-market was 55, so we can watch that from that perspective. And also the plug. So plug right now is not doing anything, is a flat, so it's much easier for us to predict. So if the stock get a chance, and look at the daily. So a big sell off yesterday. So two things happen. One is going to be another green candle all the way to 28, or is a continuation coming down. So these two levels are important, 25.50. If it's break 25.50, then we can say the possibility to come down. Or if it's go over $26, then we can say is a possibility to move back all the way to the green. So we can watch for both the sides. Uh, do you have any questions so far? Yeah. So yeah, feel free to ask if you have any questions around here. And right now, I think that's what I have. There are also some from the gapping down stocks. I think the blue is 24% down. Let's check the gapping down stock as well. Gapping down, blue and oxy. Blue is the oil and gas, and let's look at the blue. So blue, lose all the supports, and right now it is, I think, all-time low is 1880, which is today's, I think, is making. And if you look at it, it's just completely drop. Usually what I've seen in the blue, that if it's when it's red for the day, it's hard for it to go further down. Usually, you look at this, it gapped down, bought back up, gapped up, comes down. This is what it does, gap down, open all the way, went up, come down, gap down, move back up. So this is what blue does usually, that the gaps are bought back, but today is very weak, is 24%. I've never seen that much weaker. um, and it is now is under $20, so almost $7 week. um, we definitely can mark the support around 20, which is going to be resistance, and right now it is around the pre-market low, which is on 1860. So we definitely wanted this stock to move up a bit before we start shorting again. All right, guys, do you guys have any questions? Any other stock you want me to look at it? Awesome. Okay, so no other charts, nothing. So okay, so we can take a leave, and if I do some good trades, you can come and join me on the recap. And also, if you wanted to do live trading with me, live mentoring session, you can join me. There's still the promo is on, is only 24.99 for 5 days. And if you are willing to join, you can come and have a test drive. Let's look at the ZI and AXM. I think ZI was gap down. See, okay, you look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about. That the in the plug scenario, it gapped up, came down, next day bought back up, and close the gap again. That's exactly the pattern I was talking about for plug. Bridget, thank you for reminding us about the ZI. So look at it. It gapped up, sold off heavily whole day. Next day, and moved up all the way up. So I'm thinking of the same pattern for the plug, and the DKNG is already halfway through, so it's not really have a much room for us to trade. And yeah, but also can happen that it's just continue give one more continuation red candle. So both scenario possible. So you need to look for the key levels here. Then subsequent day of the gap up moved up, then consolidated. Right now it is in the middle of the range that whether it's going to move up or no. So let's look at the intraday chart. Not a good volume right now. Okay. Uh, if you're really interested in going long, wait for stock to move over 65. That could be a breakout trade, and then I see if it's move up 65, it might gonna give you a little bit, couple of points. But before that, no heavy volume. It might just gonna consolidate or come further down and retest this 61, which is already retested in the pre-market level. It might gonna retest again once the market open. Let's look at the AXSM. AXM gapping down 34%. Let's look at quickly. Last time it was trading around this is the 2019. Uh, $30 is a support area. Now let's look at the 5 minute chart, what it does. So this is a very interesting chart. Look at it. It just have a first two candles came down before at 4 a.m. maybe there was earning results, and after that they just consolidated, find the bottom, came up, down, and now moving back up. So I don't know what is the sector, but definitely is going to be a very crowded today. Not a clear direction right now. It might gonna move up, but it's gonna move up or down. Whatever it's gonna do is gonna do sharply. Let's quickly check what is trade like, what is the underlying data around on this. So the market cap is only 1.9 billion. It is the healthcare, and it's today was the earning before market opens, and right now it is on 52-week low is $48. So it's already broke the 42 level. Um, Heavily owned by institutions, so institutions might gonna rebuy. I'm not interested in going short on this stock after 33% down. Okay, if I need to find, I need to find something on the long side. All right, guys. So that is all what I have. And yeah, once again, if you wanted to join on the live mentoring session, you can join on for the 5 days, only 24.99. And I also launched that kind of a moderate to advanced course that how to read a price action, how to form a thesis to get the bigger return out of the moves. Check out it's 10 lessons. One lesson around 20 to 25 minutes is only $49 for 10 lessons. So it's almost going to cost you only $4.99 for one lesson. So if you're interested, you can also email to me or visit the website or the look or the see the description on this video, and you will find the details about that. All right, we'll see you tomorrow then.